In sickness and in health. For many people, it's a standard wedding phrase. Today, I married Moa Ogiwara, who is now Moa Shindo. Moa-san, we're in front of everyone, you know? Smile! Smile!
To think that I'm going to be with you from now until we die. Why did this happen?
Yes, I married this woman who looks like she's going to get depressed at any moment. Let me introduce myself now. My name is Michito Shindo. I'm 25 years old and recently took over the company that my father started. It sounds nice to be the president of a company, but in reality, I am not so happy about it. The reason I became president at such a young age is because my father realized that he's incompetent at managing his company. So it was on the verge of bankruptcy with huge debts when I took over. I had planned to take over the company in the future, so I had studied business administration in college. And I worked desperately to rebuild the company when I took over. Thanks to various reforms, things were gradually getting better. But the debt left behind by my father was too big. It was too late. It seemed that we would certainly go bankrupt before the fruits of my effort would ever see the light of day. Yes, it seemed so. The reason why I can say that now is related to how I got to know this woman, Moa. One day, I was in the president's office of a large company with a tense look on my face. It was because we were about to close a deal so big that we might be able to restore the company. I see. I thought Shindo Trading was an old-fashioned organization. But, well, looking at this proposal, it seems that you, the new president, brought in a new wind. As the president concluded that it looked promising, it made my heart beat with anticipation. However, for some reason, the president seemed to have taken a liking to me as well, and... By the way, Michito-kun, if you're not dating anyone right now, how about my daughter? What? He suddenly made an outrageous statement at the business meeting. I wondered why he would make such a proposal to the president of a small company like mine, but I didn't want to offend him before finalizing this deal. And the person with whom I was to have a marriage interview was the woman in question, Moa-san. Nice to meet you. I'm Michito Shindo. Moa-san was even more beautiful than I had imagined, and my voice sounded shrill from nervousness.
I'm Moa Ogino. Nice to meet you.
Our marriage interview started like this, and in the blink of an eye, we got married, leading up to the aforementioned ceremony. So why didn't she look so happy?
You seem nervous, but I'm just going to take advantage of this marriage interview, so please go ahead and take it easy.
What do you mean?
I think marriage is troublesome. I prefer being alone because it's easier. But my father wants me to get married, and I want to reassure him who raised me by himself.
Oh, okay.
And as I was thinking that, my father brought up this idea of marrying you. And I thought this was my opportunity to make him feel at ease. So, I'm going to be frank with you. Would you please marry me, just for show?
What? I couldn't hide my surprise as Moa-san turned her cool gaze on me and said that.
Actually, I already hold a very high position in my father's company. If you accept my offer, I'll also recommend your company to be our business partner. If you want, I can even make the terms of the deal a little more favorable to your company. So, what do you say?
What if I refuse?
I will inform my father of your company's financial situation.
I see. She must have done her research. If this goes well, there's a great possibility that my company will recover, and I don't think we will cause any trouble to President Ogiwara. But from their point of view, they wouldn't want to do business with a company that may go bankrupt. Okay, I understand. Fortunately, I don't have a strong desire to get married either, so I'll take your offer. And so we reported to her father that we had decided to start dating with marriage in view, and we promised to get married when the deal was made. The deal went through and my company survived, so today's wedding ceremony is taking place. But still, I didn't think she would look this disgusted at the actual ceremony, even though we have to pretend to be a normal married couple in public. And even when we were supposed to kiss during our vows, she didn't touch my lips. Was marrying me more disappointing than she initially imagined? I wonder if it's going to be okay as we start living together from today. When I was thinking about that, I witnessed a scene where Moa was talking alone with someone. Wait, isn't that Takuto? Takuto is a guest on my side and a friend of mine since elementary school. But why is Moa-san with Takuto? When I saw that Takuto was alone, I went to talk to him. Hey, Takuto! I saw you with Moa-san earlier.
Oh, hey, Michito. Congratulations on your marriage. Well then, see you later.
Hey, Takuto! Hey! Takuto ran away from me quickly with a suspicious reaction. I don't believe this, but is she cheating on me on the day of our wedding? In the end, I couldn't ask Moa-san anything and went back to the new house that President Ogiwara had prepared for us. But even there, we had a new problem. Wait a minute, we are supposed to be married only in form, so why only one bed?
It can't be helped. My father prepared the new house for us. There's no way I could tell him to put us in separate bedrooms.
I see, but what should we do? We don't have a spare futon yet, so I guess I'll take the couch then.
So, let's sleep together here.
Moa-san, ignoring my surprised response, got ready for bed and went into the bed. Of course, she told me not to go over the middle of the bed. But if she allowed me to sleep in the same bed, I wonder if she doesn't hate me as much as I thought she did. This thought gave me the courage to ask her about what she was doing at the ceremony. Moa-san, what were you talking about with my childhood friend earlier?
It's none of your business.
Huh?
This is a fake marriage. Whatever I talk about with any man should have nothing to do with you.
What? Moa-san, who gave me no room to interfere with whatever she does, immediately fell asleep afterwards. I was too tired from the ceremony to say anything more and soon fell asleep as well. What is this? It smells nice. The next morning, I woke up to the glare of the sun and a nice scent, and what I saw was... Oh! What? Moa-san? Oh, no, this is not good. When and why did she get so close to me?
What's with you? When someone's sleeping peacefully.
Well, sorry. I don't know what you're saying, but you're surprised too, right? No, you were also looking at me too, and I would think it's rather you who came to me considering where we were on the bed. Whoa! I'm sorry! I don't know what you're saying at all, but I'm sorry anyway! In the end, Moa-san ran out of the bedroom with her hands on her mouth. I wonder if she hates me after all. That means she was about to throw up because I was close to her. That hurts. But as I prepared myself and opened the door to the living room, what I found was... Huh? What is this? Surprisingly, Moa-san was preparing breakfast.
Sorry about earlier. I should have known that it's possible for you to accidentally come close to me by turning over in your sleep. It's kind of my way apologizing to you for being so surprised. Breakfast will be ready soon, so please have a seat.
Well, it was Moa-san who came to my side, but... By the way, is it okay? You have to go for work too, and this is only fake marriage. But you're making me breakfast.
Don't get me wrong. If you don't get your company back on its feet soon, when I want to end this marriage, I might not be able to get you to sign the divorce papers for me, because you might want to keep your deal with the company, right?
Oh, that's how it is. I understand. I'll work hard.
But until then, we have to act like a proper couple. So my disguise as your wife is perfect.
Whoa, I've seen something this perfect only on TV. And they are a pair? I can't believe this. But is this the so-called a wife's special lunchbox made with love?
It is. For the sake of disguise, please eat it while bragging about it to everyone.
They'll find out. They'll definitely find out that it's a fake marriage. They'll think this is some kind of a plot by my wife to get teased at work. To my horror, I was rarely made to take that lunchbox with me, and then continue day after day. But our married life was not as without love as I had imagined it would be. Moa-san supported me as I struggled to rebuild my company while working remotely herself. Although her facial expression and tone of voice were unfriendly, what she was doing was just like a real wife who is devoted to her hardworking husband. And I was starting to feel a desire to thank her properly for her support, even though I knew that she was doing it so that she can leave me anytime. One day, while I was working at home after regular work hours as usual,
I'm coming in. I brought you something to drink.
Moa-san came in, again as usual.
Oh, I always tell you. If you don't turn on the lights, you'll eventually become blind.
I always tell you, but if I keep the room light on, I can't sleep well after finishing my work.
You're just inefficient. You should finish everything in the office.
It's hard to do that when the company is not yet picking up. But thanks for always bringing me some sweets. Thanks to you, I think my company is going to get back on its feet soon.
What?
It's thanks to the deal with your company. The internal reforms I have been working on began to show some good results. It's thanks to President Ogiwara, of course, but it's also thanks to you for supporting me so far. So, thank you so much.
Michito-san,
Yes?
don't thank me with that kind of expression on your face.
What? Why did I just get scolded?
Well, that's good then. Then we'll be able to go soon.
Huh? To where?
Actually, my father gifted us with a hot spring trip for a honeymoon. He actually wanted to gift us with an overseas trip, but neither you nor I can take a long vacation now, right? Nevertheless, it would look suspicious if we don't go for a honeymoon, so let's go when your company's back on its feet.
Hot Springs, huh? That sounds great. Then why don't we just go tomorrow? Since I made it this far, I can even leave the company to my father, the former president of the company. Plus, I've been working hard as soon as I took over the company, so I'd like to take a break here. I honestly thought that she was going to say something like, "Don't be so spoiled." But what she actually said was surprising.
Well then, let's do that.
Huh?
I am quite tired as well, so if you're ready to go, it might be a good idea to go now.
And so, since it was a weekday the next day, we were able to make a reservation right away. So we headed for a late honeymoon. The hot spring was great. The appearance of the hotel was relaxing, and the hot springs were full of healing properties. The dinner was fantastic, and
I had the futon separated because there's no one here who we need to show that we're a couple. No problem, right?
Moa-san was the same as usual. But it was a restful moment for sure. And these days, I'm starting to feel at ease even with Moa-san who is unfriendly to me. It's delicious, isn't it, Moa-san? And the hot spring was great. Thank you for bringing me here. Saying that, I looked at Moa-san. Huh? What's wrong, Moa-san? You're trembling, and you look pale too.
I ate it.
What?
I hate the sashimi even though I'm allergic to fish.
What? Come to think of it, I've never seen you eat fish. I mean, wait. Is it possible to be allergic to fish and eat sashimi by accident?
I'll be fine. I'll just get urticaria, fever, and nausea.
That doesn't sound fine at all. Anyway, please lie down there. I'm gonna run to the nearest pharmacy. Fortunately, the innkeeper told me there was a pharmacy nearby. After rushing back and forth in a great hurry, I returned to Moa-san as I became out of breath. I bought a set of medicines that should work.
Thank you. But don't worry. The symptoms seem to be mild, so I'm sure they will be gone by tomorrow. But I seem to have a bit of urticaria on my back, so if you have any ointment, could you apply it?
Okay, you're back, huh? Wait, what? Then Moa-san exposed her upper body and lied down on her stomach. Wait, Moa-san?
Can you hurry up? It's embarrassing, okay?
Oh, yes, sure. Well, excuse me then.
Yes, right there.
Oh, Moa-san, I felt very awkward and quickly came up with a subject to talk about. I wanted to say it in a more proper setting, but my father reported to me today that he got a new contract for our company. As long as we don't add any more employees recklessly or something, I think my company will be fine. I mean, even if you lost the deal with your company, our company would still be fine. So, you know, you don't have to force yourself to stay married with me anymore. Oh, she fell asleep. Thinking back, she took the initiative to do the housework while also doing her own work. She must be tired. Thank you, Moa-san. It was a marriage for the company, but I'm sure I no longer want to break up. Ugh, what am I saying? Well, I'm sweating from running, so I guess I'll go to the hot spring again. It was already late and it was a weekday, so I decided to get into the mixed bath, which I couldn't earlier. Thank goodness, there's no one here. I sat down on the chair to wash my body first. Oh, did someone just come in? It would be awkward if it's a woman. I resisted the urge to look behind me to check the person's gender.
I can't take it anymore! I love you so much!
Whoa! I was suddenly hugged from behind. Wait, this voice. What? Moa-san? What are you doing? Yes, there she was. It was Moa-san, who was supposed to be sleeping in her room. Why in the world is she here? No, before that, what is this situation? She just hugged me saying I love you? Anyway, please get away from me.
Aww, Michihito-san, my darling, my lovey hubby, my master.
What?
I just wanted to call you in all sorts of ways.
Seriously, what the hell is going on?
I'm high, aren't I? But I can't help it.
Moa-san, anyway, we can't talk properly in a place like this, looking like this. Let's just go back to our room. After that, I was shivering seeing Moa-san getting wackier and wackier. But I managed to take her back to her room, and...
I'm sorry. Don't worry, I've calmed down now.
You don't look so calm, though. But anyway, explain. What's going on?
The Utakaria has completely disappeared thanks to love, although it still itches a little.
At this point, urticaria is a minor problem. Love? Wasn't this marriage fake?
It's not. I've always loved you, Michihito, ever since I was in elementary school.
What?
You really don't remember after all, huh? We were in the same class only once, and I moved away soon after that, so I guess that's why. But you saved me back then.
Her phrases, same class, saved, and moved, made me recall a certain memory.
Oh, you seem to remember now.
Ah, there was indeed such a girl. But wait, she wasn't from a wealthy family?
This is the second company my father started. The first time it went bankrupt, just as you remember. I was poor because of it, and people used to make fun of me. You were the only one who was on my side at that time, and I can't tell you how much that saved me. Ever since then, I've always been crazy about you. Even after my parents got divorced and I had to transfer to another school to live with my father, I've always been checking you out even after I became a grown-up. Your father's company, to be exact. Your father was famous as the president of a local company, so I always remembered the name of your company. Then...
You found out that my company was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yes. I knew it was time to repay the favor from back then. At the same time, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to bring this love to fruition. In fact, I am already the actual head of the company. I immediately ordered my father to work with your company.
What? You were the one who ordered him to do that?
Yes, I made my father to set up the marriage interview as well.
Well then, why did you say that it was gonna be a fake marriage?
I wanted you to accept me, but I didn't want to force you to love me because I truly love you.
What do you mean?
If I had told you my feelings to you at that time, would you have been able to reject me?
Ah,
I didn't want a relationship that was bound by a business contract. On the other hand, I still wanted to take this opportunity to be with you. So the character of a woman who wants to get married just for the sake of being married is a desperate measure that I came up with. This way, we could get married without making you feel like you had to do it for your company. I knew you had little desire to get married, so I thought it would be easy to make you agree to it. I was only going to tell you how I really feel about you after you've created a situation where you can say no to me. So I supported you and let you focus on rebuilding your company while pretending to be indifferent about it.
oh, I see. And since I told you earlier that my company's okay now.
Yes, I didn't have to hesitate anymore. Jeez, it's been tough, you know? To live with someone I love and not let my feelings go out of control? I mean, I wish I noticed my feelings, though. It's not unusual in Hollywood romantic comedies for a lady to eat something she's allergic to in front of a guy she loves, you know? It's a classic in Hollywood romantic comedies, isn't it?
I've only seen such a thing in Hitch, you know? Staring that guy who got into the news a while ago for slapping someone at the Academy Awards ceremony.
So, what do you say?
Huh?
Your response to my feelings. You don't want me, do you? Such a clingy woman. Takuto-kun noticed who I was at the wedding, so I told him what's going on and got him to shut up, and he was slightly weirded out. Takuto-kun and I were often in the same class, so he noticed me.
Ah, so that's why Takuto was acting suspiciously after talking to you back then. And then I stood up and sat down next to Moa-san.
Michiro-san?
Moa-san, ever since we met at the marriage interview, I have thought you were a beautiful person. You supported me even though you were not so friendly, and I gradually developed a liking for you. How could I possibly reject you, knowing that you had gone to such great length for me?
Does that mean you love me out of a sense of indebtedness?
I'm not sure if I can convey this feeling in words.
Thinking how I should convey my feeling, I decided to...
I kissed her, hoping that it would turn out to be like a romantic comedy where everything would be resolved with just one kiss.
Michiro-san? Michiro-san, now!
How is it? Did you get my message now? I mean, we were finally able to kiss. You didn't let me touch your lips at the wedding. That was just to control your feelings too, wasn't it? Moa-san was stunned for a while, and then...
I haven't fully understood your feelings yet.
Moa-san kissed me back passionately, as she had held back from doing it at the wedding. We confirmed each other's feelings this way, and would live happily together thereafter, in sickness and in health, until the death separates us.
I love you, Michiro-san.
I was almost suffocated by the kiss, which was way too long, and I was about to get separated from her right away.